Alright guys, we have a Vatarra ascender here, and we're going to be changing the servo out on it. I have the servo right over here, I think. Where did I put it? Crap. Right here it is, right here. Got this sandbox waterproof servo. We're going to be installing it to the Vatarra ascender. Stay tuned. The next step is taking the servo horn off. So I'm going to unscrew that. It's going to turn the wheels, but that's okay. Now that we got the servo horn off, oh crap, that's not good. Turn it back normal, and then wiggle it off. Almost there. I'm gonna have to set the camera down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little hex wrench here. I'm just gonna use it as a little wedge. See how I did that? I just wedged it off like that, and the servo horn came right off. See? Perfect. That's the easy way of doing it. I'm just gonna get this last screw off on it, and then we'll be undoing all the wires and stuff, and then we'll be ready for the next servo. Now this is the tricky part, because you gotta line it up perfectly behind the axle and everything. So I'll see you in a second. Got it. I was an idiot. I probably should have turned my headlamp on. The whole time I'm gonna have to raise the brightness on that front part, but got my headlamp on, and so this is what I'm trying to show you. You gotta see, this is the screwdriver thing. You gotta basically just line it up behind the axle and get that screw out. That's my last screw, and then I'll be done. So see you guys in a second. See, luckily this is a magnetic hex driver, and it just came right out. Now gotta flip the truck over, unplug the servo. Oh crap. Unplug the servo, and then pull it right on out. I like to turn it sideways. That gets it out easier. And then we got this old setback servo that blew out on me a while ago. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hold on. There we go. Old setback servo. So we're gonna throw that over here. We're gonna grab the new one, and then we're gonna drop it in just like that. I like to turn it sideways and then work it. Yep. Actually, I wonder, is it going like this or that? I think it goes in like that. No, it does not. Okay, it goes in like that. And then drop it. That's just great. And so we slide it in upside down, work it sideways, and then I'm going to have to set this down for this real quick. Sorry guys again. Alright, now I've got the servo in place. Grab a screw. Hold on, you guys ain't going to be able to see this one. Run the driver. Alright, there we go. See how I got the washer on there so it hooks up. Don't want want to do it too tight so you don't strip it. You never want to strip the plastic on this truck, because then you'll be screwed. And then you grab this guy, put him in the hole. You grab your 2.0 driver. These are stock screws. Gotta line it up in there. It's a little tight. There we go. Not too tight, because you got to do it in a star pattern kind of, but I didn't do that because I'm stupid. I'll see you in a second. Alright, now that we've got it all screwed into place, I'm going to take our servo horn, straighten it out. Actually, the smart way of doing this is you flip the truck over. And then you grab your remote, or the radio, turn it on. And I just realized I had no batteries in here. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Got batteries in there. And we're just going to take the battery, plug it in. Alright. So I was going to try to show you a second ago. The line wasn't long enough on the servo, so I had to turn it around. And it should reach now. What you want to do is turn on the radio, and then flip the truck over and drop the radio. That's great. Working on short space here. Alright. You grab your servo wire. Don't fall, truck. And then you... Why does it want to roll? Oh, there we go. Alright. And then you take your servo wire from here. So I'm going to have to drop the GoPro. Alright, now we've got that hooked up. Right there, this wire right here. Got that hooked up. Now we got the radio on. Then we turn the truck on. Yep. Now it should be working. Hear that? Let's see. It works. Here, I'll show you guys here. Alright. See, my problem was before was the servo died for some reason, and I couldn't turn the wheels and turn the servo at the same time. But look. You look in there, the servo is turning, and that's good. You probably can't see it on video, but it's working just fine, and I love it. It's working. That's good. So now, I'm going to put it back here, hook up the servo horn, and turn the truck off so I don't kill the battery, the battery. There we go. Alright, so now gotta hook up the servo horn right here. Not too hard. Just working in onto there. Make sure the truck... Actually, no, we want to keep this on because that'll keep the servo straight. I'm an idiot. Want to turn the truck back on. Alright, truck is back on. So now the servo won't move. So you want to keep the tires straight as possible. And work it on there. Put the servo horn on there. And you take a screw. Hold on, guys. Alright guys, put the screw in the servo horn, and now look at this. Good old servo, look at how much torque that thing's got. That's a fast servo right there. I'm gonna get this thing off the table and run it over the house. Be right back. Alright guys, well after changing it out the ESC, because that just didn't work. It's working because it overheated the other ESC. He likes the truck. But I'm going to show you a little bit of running. No, there you go, good boy. Up my leg. Alright, gonna line my legs up. Coming in at an angle, I think I can work with it though. Yes, I can. What is that baby doing? The baby's going under my leg. Stop it. Stop it. You're messing the line up. Ah, that didn't stop it, Carter. Can it clear the GoPro? That's the question. Yes, it can. It can clear the GoPro. Whoa! I just did an end all. But yeah, guys, I just changed out the servo and ESC. I didn't do the ESC on video because that was my own mess up, and this video is not about the ESC. I'm just changing out the servo. So yeah, we got it running just fine, and we'll sure see some running videos pretty soon.